How you doing there, YouTube? Welcome back to the Palooka Watch channel. This is me making fun of myself because, you know, just how it is. Let's get it at a wide angle. 7 5/8" wrist. This is the Seiko, what people refer to as the bottle cap watch. It came out several years ago, 3-4 years ago. I got this in the mail last night. I haven't tried cleaning it or anything. I just swapped out the band, which we'll talk about this band here in a moment. This happens to be a hemp band. So I'll give you guys some tight shots of it here while it's still on the wrist, and then we'll take it off, and you'll see there's a scratch there right above Seiko in the crystal. Hardlex. It's actually not very noticeable when you're wearing it at all. As a matter of fact, you don't see it. You're seeing it now because we're on a high mag or a zoom here, magnification. And if it hits the light just right, there it is. Bam, pops for you. There's another one on the side here, right there, coming down from the number 10. Not the end of the world. When you consider, I picked this thing up for under $100. The watch came on this band, which I didn't mind. It's double layer nylon, stitched, so not a lot of stretch in this. It's actually pretty comfortable and not bad looking. It's just not really my vibe, that's all. That's the only reason. But also, I had purchased this strap already. So as I was saying, I put this on a hemp NATO strap, and we can talk about that real quick. I bought it on eBay from this company right here, J. Weskey's. The strap came in this packaging here, which was pretty neat. The American flag on there. It's neat because the package came from Australia. Yeah. And it comes with extra spring bars, which is very nice, and this nifty tool, spring bar tool. This watch has drilled lugs, so I was able to use this end of it. Nice thing to have. I mean, I did buy a whole set of watch tools, which I'm not even using yet because it turns out these watches come with stuff like this, which is kind of neat. So just a shout out to them. We'll see how it goes. I've been wearing it this morning at home with this strap, and it stretches. You know, it'll have a stretch to it. Eventually, you'll get it to where you want it, I'm sure. But I did have to adjust it already to a smaller hole, which is fine. We'll see how this works. We'll show you this very quickly. Keep this in frame here for you for a little bit. Give this guy an ad. This bronze Willard steel dive, been wearing all week with this NATO strap on it. And it was good, and then it also stretched a bit, so I had to tighten it up. And so we're still adjusting this. I did get, during a sweaty afternoon, a little green on the top of my hand. I mean, it comes right off, no big deal. So this watch is a perfect candidate for a leather bund strap, which I will be making myself soon. That'll be happening. But back to this bottle cap watch. Non-signed crown. I want you to look at the reflectivity on that polish on there, and the bezel, which I believe is ceramic. It's got a look that we would call, if you're a bike guy, if you're a mountain bike guy, vintage mountain bike guy, and you remember the old Schwinn Sierra, we call that black chrome back in the day. And that's what it looks like. And the case itself has this great brushed dark gray. It could be black to some people. It looks kind of like a gunmetal gray to me in person. I really like it. You can see this flare out from the bezel down. Let's get that out of the background for now. And it's beautiful, man. The lugs bend straight down. They are drilled, as I mentioned. It's a large case. Again, I'll try to remember to put the dimensions for you in the description. It's applied indices. Yeah, you can really see that scratch on magnification. It's okay. It's a used watch. On these Seiko 5s, I like these, the old ones with the number 5 in what they call, it's the Superman shield, I think they're calling it. Sports, it's only water resistant to 100 meters, 24 joule movement, great lume. It's a non screw down crown. You can actually wind it right here. I'm winding it right now. And it pulls it out, it has hacking. The day wheel is in black. And the number date wheel is in white. And you can see they actually added a loomed indice to the right of that. Yeah, I think it's a pretty watch. I think it's really good looking. Whoa. Lost you there for a second. Yeah. Camera slipped on me. Apologize. So, I don't know. I mean, I just thought it was neat. It's a large face. It's a decent everyday watch you can wear. I mean, it's a tough watch. There's no doubt about it. It's not going to be as tough, I don't think. I mean, I'd rather beat this one up, you know. But if I was going out someplace a little bit nicer, I think this is a good watch. And the price was right. I dig on the look. The bezel is not loomed. When I tried to spin it, it really didn't even move. And I thought, oh, wow, this doesn't move. And then I forced it, and it went. And now it's actually working. It's still a little tough. Whoopsie. Yeah. Sorry. It's a tough bezel. I should put this under cool water. Maybe there's just... It's probably never used, is my guess. But it's a tough bezel on this one. Not something you're going to be wanting to play with all the time. I don't intend to, but as I recall, let's see if we can line this up on camera. Yeah, I think that's it. Is that right? Yeah, that's lined up. For Seiko, that's good. Anyhow. Solid. Oh, no. This has the see-through. This is another point of contention, I suppose. I think that's a little odd. I think it's neat that you can see it. You can see that movement working. It's the movement here. Get you tighter on that. The 4R36. Kind of neat, you know? Yeah, Seiko bottle cap. Neato watch. I did try putting this band on the Atlas, but the Atlas it's got to have a 22 millimeter lug. This is a 20. I do want to try this on a strap. I did mention a metal band, a black metal band, maybe, down the road. I don't know. Also, a decent candidate for a leather bund strap. A black one would be pretty cool with this watch. So that's a possibility. And I've got some news for you that I will tell you in the next video on a Seiko. Well, I'll tell you now. I was watching the Long Island Watches. That guy's pretty awesome. And he did a video the other day. I saw it when the video was 10 hours old, and he mentioned how the Seiko Monsters discontinued in 2023. So I got on eBay, and I thought that's an investment, you know, because, you know, once they discontinue a watch, the prices shoot up. I'm just letting you know in case you're into this sort of thing. I picked one up for $250 new in the box, which was a stellar deal. Most of the ones I'm seeing are in the $390s to over $400 range. And I suspect that the Seiko monsters are going to go up in price now that they're discontinued. So if you're into this, you might want to think about picking one of those up. And I'll do a video on that. Man, I'll tell you, on screen, I can see that that scratch really pops. You can see it. But and I'm looking at it off camera now. You just don't notice it. So that's odd. But it makes sense. Again, you guys are seeing this super huge on your screen. So it makes sense that it's really jumping out at you. That's it. Well, I will say one more detail that I really like. It actually has like microsecond hands going around the outside of that dial. It's got a, I don't know, that harkens to like the way, sort of the detail that you'll see like on a chronograph. And again, the applied indices are all rimmed. Let me get this to a zoom for you again. I love these kind of pulled out diamond shaped hands. I just think it's a very sharp watch that you could pick up relatively inexpensively. You can still find new ones for the $200 range, $250 range. Again, this is not an ISO certified Pro Specs. Let's face it, how many of you actually need that? I like the idea of the Pro Specs because, hey, that's a well-spec'd, serious dive watch. The reason the Hardlex crystal is in them, you see here on this Seiko Turtle, is because it's tougher as far as, you know, abuse. It'll scratch before it breaks. And the sapphire crystals, they shatter, you know. So for a work watch, you might want to have the Hardlex, but it does scratch, as we can see. So it does show signs of use under magnification, clearly. Not bothered by it because this is a watch that you're going to wear, right? Anyway, I hope you guys dig on it. Have a great day. Be good to one another. See you in the next one.